So quick question. My name is Max. I'm obviously the CEO and founder of Winding Tree. It's a foundation. It's a non-profit foundation. But let me ask you this. Who likes to travel here? Just don't be shy. Let's just raise your hands. Who likes to travel? I can see you. Okay, a lot of people. I hate to travel. I hate traveling. It sucks. Don't get me wrong, I like being here right now, but the whole process, the whole rigmarole is just crazy. And what I'm trying to say is that we could have been so much better. So here's why. Here's the situation that we have today on the market. Only a handful of companies sit in between of the suppliers, that is hotels and airlines and car rentals and whatnot, and you, the buyers. So those of you that came here, that flew or maybe drove or maybe took a ferry and booked the hotels and Airbnbs here, you guys paid over 10%, in some cases up to 25% in terms of commission fees to these guys in the middle. So let me give you some facts. 92% is the combined market share of two companies that dominate the hotel market in the United States, non-direct hotel market. And there are three companies out there that their combined share is 99% in the world in terms of facilitating airline bookings, airline ticketing. And those companies, of course, in the hotel business are Priceline and Expedia. Airlines, it's Sabre, Amadeus, Travelport, and nowadays even home rentals, like you want to rent your apartment on Airbnb, and your customers, your guests are paying up to 15% commission fees, and you have no choice. You have either Airbnb or VRBO or HomeAway that belongs to Expedia. This stuff is so centralized. So this is the slide. This is the scheme that we're working on for about 3 months, and this is what we came up for. This is how this stuff looks like today. That's the network that we're operating with. And that's not just the problem for you, because you're paying a very, very high transaction fee. Our foundation says that the problem is that in the travel industry, we cannot innovate any longer. It's impossible, because if you're a new startup, new company, maybe new hotel, new airline, new anything, you have to work with those intermediaries. And you have to work around their crazy technology that they haven't been updating for years, for decades in some cases, right? They still use mainframes. They still use XML APIs. JSON for them as a data exchange standard is an innovation. Come on, guys, right? And those intermediaries are data hoarders. They prevent innovation because they hoard the data, they don't give you the access to that data, and without that, we cannot iterate, we cannot fail fast, as we say in Silicon Valley, right? So, of course, Naval Ravikant said on Twitter, of course, without open data, we cannot have permissionless innovation, we cannot have innovation at all. You have to deal, again, with those guys that don't give you the data. So that's how, in a very, very simplified way, the travel ecosystem looks today. There are many, many intermediaries. It's not just those companies that I mentioned. So as a matter of fact, for example, there's only one company that helps you, that helps airlines to settle their transactions with their agents once a week. Only one company. Guess what they do? They can charge arbitrary fees. They can impose arbitrary rules. It's crazy. So what we propose is to create a completely distributed system. Open up the data. Create a protocol for travel companies to exchange data with each other very easily. It's just like the internet. It's a protocol for exchanging data about bookings and inventory and airline tickets and stuff like that. What we want to do, we want to allow anyone and everyone to connect to that network, whether you're a supplier, whether you're a hotel, or whether you want to create a website that sells travel. Tap into that network, again, just like the internet, get all that inventory and combine that inventory in an interesting way and sell it to your user. hotels and airlines and all kinds of other companies are actively fighting against that. And I wrote a number of articles about that. I spoke at a variety of different travel and crypto conferences about that. One example, Lufthansa, 2015, they're saying, no, all the tickets that go through these intermediaries are going to be 16 euro more expensive. There was a crazy outcry from all those intermediaries saying, no, you're going to fail and stuff like that. No, Lufthansa is doing okay. And by the way, they're a partner. So it's a great saving for hotels, great saving for airlines, for anyone. I mean, it's obvious. Of course, you guys have read the white paper from MIT, that MIT professor that says that decentralized systems, of course, can save us a lot of money because they remove intermediaries that charge us those crazy transaction fees. So this slide is too small for you, and I'm not going to read it, but believe me, we have great plans on taking over the travel industry. These are our partners, and today, here, actually, I would like to announce our new partner, Nordic Choice Hotels. It's a hotel chain of 190 hotels, mostly in Scandinavia, Sweden and Norway, but also Finland and in Europe as well. And they're already using our smart contracts on the testnet to test how the system works. So this is becoming in reality very, very quickly. We are a nonprofit foundation. What it means is that we don't have an owner that would have a business plan and that would force us to do something crazy in order to drive revenue for the company and not for the whole community, right? The goal of that foundation is to foster innovation in the travel industry. This is it. People are asking me, what is your business model? I'm like, dude, this is a nonprofit foundation. We're a nonprofit, and of course the team benefits from the fact that we own a small number of tokens very early on. Our token is LIV, random fact. It's going to be used for governance as a transfer value and for some other things. Just go on their website and check it out. Again, this slide is also, you don't know all these people, so just go on the website, winetree.com. All of our advisors, but one, come from the travel industry. We don't have all those crypto hype dudes that endorse our project. So all these people agree with our vision that this protocol should be backed by a nonprofit foundation, should be open source, it should be a grassroots movement. We've already raised 1.5 million. Actually, with Ethereum going up, it's a little more. Yay. And we're going to hold our token sale in February. So just again, sign up on our website and check it out. So what we want to do here is to help you guys to save money on your travel and to make travel more profitable for hotels and for airlines and other companies, and just create a market for those intermediaries to determine the right price point. My name is Max. You can call me Pedro if you want. This is my co-founder's name. And send me an email. Thank you.